All right, just a short time ago, a federal appeals court heard arguments in the case of a Tufts University student who's been detained by immigration authorities for 6 weeks. The 30-year-old doctoral student was one of 4 students who wrote an op-ed in the campus newspaper criticizing the university's response to Israel. Scripps News legal affairs correspondent Abijoy Burnett is live in New York. You're not in the newsroom, but Abijoy, is there any hope of this student even being released anytime soon?
That is the big question right now, Holly, and really the big ask from her attorneys in front of this federal courthouse, the panel of judges here inside the Thurgood Marshall Courthouse in the middle of Manhattan. The main question here has to do with a young lady by the name of Rumeysa Ozturk. As you mentioned, she's a PhD student at Tufts University, and back in March, she was taken into custody and informed that her student visa has been revoked. She was transferred from Massachusetts to Vermont and then eventually to Louisiana, and this all happened within less than a 24-hour period. So right now, her attorneys are really asking these 3 federal court judges to allow them to transfer her back up north, closer to her support system, her family and friends, but also her attorneys who are up north, so that she could be not as far away, about 1,500 miles away. And that was the main question that the judges had to consider here. The government in this matter, they do not want for her to be transferred back from Louisiana up north. And their main argument, it's a bit of a technical one, but they're saying the way that her attorneys filed their request more than 6 weeks ago, when she was first in custody, they did this in the wrong way. And that is why the government believes that she should remain in Louisiana. You mentioned that op-ed, and her attorneys, the attorneys for Ms. Ozturk, believe that she is being penalized because of an op-ed that she wrote last year, in the first half of last year, where she was really supporting people in Gaza. And many people believe that this is something that was anti-Israeli, anti-American in some cases. And so her attorneys believe that this is the reason why she's being penalized, and that is why she's being held in Louisiana. That is why she was taken into custody in the first place. So right now, those 3 judges will have to determine if she should be transferred back up north to Vermont. This is a decision that really could come in a matter of days or so, but I often tell folks that you just don't know when the judges will make their decisions with matters. There was also a secondary issue that really may be maybe something that many people are familiar with. It has to do with a young man by the name of Moshe Madawi. He is a Columbia University student who was also taken into custody. He holds a green card, and with his particular issue, he has been released from custody after a hearing last week, but the government wants to retake him into custody. The judges here for this 3-judge panel, they heard arguments with regards to that. And then there's a third issue where the government wants to combine all of these cases with all of these students, 2 of these students, one who's now out of custody and the young lady who is in custody in Louisiana. So there are all of these issues that these judges will have to consider, and really it could have major implications for all of the people who are involved here. We learned yesterday that Ms. Ozturk, who is in custody in Louisiana right now, that she's having some health issues because she has asthma and because of the conditions that she is having to stay in the last 6 weeks there at that facility in Louisiana. Her attorneys are arguing that her asthma is getting even worse and she's having more frequent episodes, and they're really concerned about her health. And this is something that came up in court today. So really long proceeding that went on inside today, and at this moment we're waiting, Holly, to figure out exactly how this appellate court will rule with regards to this matter of that PhD student who is in a facility in Louisiana. Holly?
Scripps News legal affairs correspondent Abijoy Burnett live for us in D.C. Thank you for your analysis on this.